everyone, and welcome to my channel Hola la France. If you're new here, thank you so much for considering my content. Well, today's video is going to be about one of the most requested topics on my channel, especially for those who are French language learners and trying to get to B1 or B2 levels. So a lot of you asked me, can I share the resources that I used for learning French which were not conventional. So this video is exactly going to be on that. To begin with, yes, I did use a lot of conventional resources like Saison, Echo, from which you can learn French, but I also use some of the unconventional resources that are not usually recommended by teachers or professors. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna share with you today, and continue until the end of the video to learn the most important resource. All right, so number one, this channel called Learn French with Alexa helped me tremendously to start from zero and to reach up to A2 B1 level. So Alexa is this amazing teacher that you can find on YouTube, originally from France. Now she lives in England, which takes you through all the basic French, right from alphabets, counting numbers, to some of the difficult tenses, and she gives us a lot of tips and tricks on how to remember specific conjugation in a specific tense. So make sure you check out her channel. I'm linking all of this information in the description box below, so don't worry about taking notes or anything. The second thing is to categorically learn the vocabulary, because the more words you know in any language, the more comfortable you're going to be using them in a sentence, right? So I looked for categorical vocabulary online, and I found this amazing resource which gave me vocab on, let's say, kitchen, food items, or furniture, living room, things like that. I literally memorized it, and as much as I could, I literally stuck the post-it notes on each of that physical item, so that whenever I look at it, I would look at the French word at the same time and remember it contextually, because guess what? Our brain loves remembering information in context, right? So I did that. Then I also printed out this list of verbs, which are very commonly used verbs, and one side was in French, one was in English, and I used to read it pretty much every day, and I memorized it, and I tried to also link it with the English words, like, which are really similar, like admit, admettre, permit, permettre, authorize, autoriser, recommend, recommander. So there are really tons of words like that. About 35% of English vocabulary comes from French. So if you speak English, it's going to help you a lot while learning French. So that's going to be another resource, sort of digging deep into your knowledge of English, and whenever you find any similar word, sort of forming that relationship in your brain. There's this amazing Facebook page that I'm going to link down below. This is what it's called, where the gentleman shows us different pictures and then talks about, okay, this English word came from, like, hospital came from hôpital, or there are tons of words like that he talks about, which is quite amusing as well. Then what I did was, I was lucky enough to be learning French while living in France. I moved here in September 2018, and I saw that everything was written in French and very little signs were also written in English. So I took the maximum advantage of that. I would go out, take pictures of the signs that I found interesting, and I came home and I would translate them, or sometimes I would even just go to that store and check out the different aisles. I go to Carrefour, for example, and then I just walk through random aisles and I check all the products, like daily use products, shampoo, deodorant, soap, bread, vegetable aisle. I also check the stickers like remise, promotion, things like that, and then I pick up the vocabulary from the packaging. So that's a great resource. Also, the products that you buy, especially food products, a lot of them consist of recipes or how to cook instructions. So you can also learn cooking related verbs through those instructions, like égoutter, nettoyer, rincer. Another resource that I used was my phone itself. So I changed my language from English to French, and I spend about 2 hours of my day on the phone. Probably you do too. So whenever you open your phone and go through, normal apps, and you will keep seeing those words again and again, and that way you can learn new phone related vocabulary. Right. Then I also gave Code de la Route in French and my driving exam, and I'm glad to say I have Permis B now. Woohoo! So that was again another set of vocabulary that I did not know before. And I also made sure to learn all the common tenses at the same time through conventional books, or learn French with Alexa, like passé composé, imparfait, present, future simple, conditionnel présent, plus que parfait, etc., etc., subjunctive, of course. So just by doing that, I could get to level B1. And after that, I realized that I do need professional guidance. So I went to Institut de Formation Rhône-Alpes, where I learned B1 and B2 level together. And they provided me with a lot of educational documents, vocabulary, grammar related exercises, and I focused a lot on writing as well at that point. And that's how I got from B1 to B2. But this is basically the gist of what I did. And I also followed some websites. For example, the Presidential Palace, they have their own website that you can go on, and you can listen to Monsieur Macron talking. The transcript is provided down below. That way you can hear the most correct pronunciations coming right from the president's mouth, and you can read the words, and if you don't understand something, just, write it down. There's also RFI, Info Facile, which you can go and listen to. Basically, they give you news of the day in like a B1, B2 level French, which you can listen to. It's also provided with a transcript, and that way you can learn new words. So you know what, guys, it's really not that difficult. All you need to do is invest a lot of time and efforts. For example, my B2 class, I spent 7 hours speaking, writing, listening, and reading French. So you do need to put in a lot of effort, but in the end, it's worth it, especially if learning French is something that you absolutely need to do. So I wish you all the best, in your endeavor. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a comment below. Do subscribe if you still haven't. If you already have, thank you so much for, showing your confidence in me. It really means a lot. And also you can give me new ideas or the topics that might interest you related to learning French in the comments below, and I'll try to make a video on it. So that's about it for today. I wish you a great day wherever you are in the world, and take care. Bisous bisous. Bye bye.